Good afternoon everyone, I'm Byron.
And I'm Sky, and we are here for Nobby News.
After a few weeks off air, we are back here with another bumper episode.
And it has been a busy few weeks. We have had NAPLAN for our Year 3 and 5 students, hockey sessions on Fridays during PE, Edward the Emu excursion for the Prep to Year 2 students, and Riker and Briley recently attended the Darling Downs cross country.
Last week was also National Volunteer Week. We would like to take the opportunity to say a massive thank you to all the wonderful volunteers in our school community.
Chappie Week has been celebrated across the state this week. We thought it would be interesting to find out what the students at Nobby think Chappie Sam's role is. Here's what they had to say.
To help others and give them talks if they're feeling a bit down, or to help them out if they're struggling with friendship or something. To play fun games, and she's very fun.
Play stuff with us. She comes here with Mr. Healy, and then sometimes she does she plays with us, does skipping, does some games with us. To have, when you have no one to play, you can have fun when Chappie Sam comes.
I think that Chappie Sam's role is being a chaplain at Nobby State School for kids and that. It means to be a chaplain is help others if they need, and help people if they need to talk to them and tell them about what's happening.
To play with us and play lots of games and swim in the pool. For sports,
I think Chappie Sam's role is to make kids' days brighter, and if they need to talk to someone, they talk to Chappie Sam.
Her job is to help us learn and help the teachers.
Chappie Sam's role is to be, she's a chappie, and she normally helps people in PE, and she's also helps people when they're working in class.
Oh, she do some stuff for you, like skipping or stopping.
To make people feel like they're welcome here, and to make them just feel like they're safe and everything.
She comes to Nobby to help Mr. Healy.
To do PE with us. To help the Year 6 students to be a leader.
So then the kids can swim with her in the pool, and when we do exercises together out there, we will need her help if we fall over there.
Can I say
To make kids happy.
Thanks guys. We would like to say a big thank you to Chappie Sam for the work she does in our school.
We are now going to cross live to Joseph and Levi for some news from the 3-4 class.
Thanks, Byron. This term in science, we have been learning about things that grow and change.
We have been looking closely at life cycles of animals and plants.
One of the experiments was to make a grass bed.
For this experiment, we needed a stocking, a plastic cup, soil, grass seed, and some face decorations.
The next step of this experiment was to put the grass seed into the toe of the stocking and place soil on top. Then we tied a knot in the stocking and placed it on the cup.
Lastly, we decorated the front of the stocking with eyes and a mouth to make it look like a face.
Over the past couple of weeks, we have watered our grass heads and have watched them grow.
The seeds began to shoot and the grass has grown taller and taller as the roots have grown down into the soil.
We are hoping in another couple of weeks we will give our grass heads a haircut. That's all from us here. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Joe and Levi. They'll look awesome. Can't wait to see their haircuts. I bet there'll be a few mullets and mohawks.
We're going to head to the Prep to Year 2 newsroom to find out what they have been up to in the recent weeks.
Thanks, Guy. The last few weeks have been very busy in our classroom.
They sure have been, Mia. We have had chickens hatching, silkworms laying eggs, and a trip to the Empire Theatre to see Edward the Emu.
Let's talk about the chickens hatching first. We had the Henny Penny hatching program in our classroom for 2 weeks. We were able to watch chickens hatch from eggs. The eggs were in an incubator and it had to stay at a certain temperature to make sure they hatched.
It was very exciting watching them hatch. When they hatch, their feathers are wet and they have to stay in the incubator for at least 4 hours until their feathers become fluffy.
We then put them into the brooding pen. The chickens like to sleep under the heat lamp. We had 14 chickens hatch at the end of the 2 weeks. Our families were able to adopt the chickens and take them home.
The Prep to Year 2 students also went on a trip to the Empire Theatre to see Edward the Emu. Here are some students to tell us about the show.
Edward the Emu, he has a big beak. It's that long, and he has really fluffy feathers, and they're really, really, really fluffy. And when Edward sees the eggs, he was succulent. It was funny when it went "Wah!" and he got scared.
My favourite part was when the zookeeper named Colin picked out a lolly and next he tried to throw it in the air and then he picked out a snake and it just dropped it.
I like the funny bit. The funny bit was when the guy, he got a jelly bean and then he was like, he would take another one, and then when he pulled the jelly bean out, it was a snake, and then he put it back into the jar and he ran away. Edward the Emu, there's Edward and Edwina, and at the end of the, about after he came back being an emu, he saw Edwina and not long she had eggs, little, and she had 10 of them, and one was a really big one. I liked it the bit where he was eating lollies and he missed and he picked up a snake.
This has been Mia and Patrick for Nobby News. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Mia and Patrick. There sure has been some exciting things happening down your end of the school.
Now it's time to head to Dillon to see what the weekend weather is doing.
Thanks, Kai. Saturday will be mostly sunny with high 22, low 10. Sunday will be mostly sunny, high 17, low 10. I didn't with the weather. Back to you in the studio.
Thanks, Dylan. It sure will be great to see some sunshine this weekend. Now let's have a look at what's happening in week 7.
Next Monday, we have school photos being taken from 9 a.m. and Chappie Sam will be at Nobby.
Tuesday morning, we have fruit snack for the breakfast club.
Wednesday morning, we have fruit snack for breakfast club, playgroup from 8:45 a.m. to 9:45 a.m. and religious instruction during the afternoon session.
Thursday morning, we have fruit snack for the breakfast club.
And Friday, we have PE, library, and Chappie Sam will be at Nobby. And that's our look ahead at week 7. I'm Sky.
And I'm Byron.
And this is Nobby News.